Yo guys, what's shaking? It's the Pie Guy. Welcome to the Pie Guy video. And in this video, welcome to Crazy Talk. Oh, I'm holding a sticky note of things I'm going to talk about, but who needs a sticky note? Wait, I actually... So basically today, I'm just going to be talking about my pranks that I've done because I feel like everyone always asks me questions about them. I'm going to start with my very first prank I've ever done on my YouTube channel. And that is, okay, well, not counting the pranks that I got rid of from a long time ago, because those are, those are really bad. The original sticky note prank, the thing that got me where I am today. 314 subscribers to Pie Guy. The original sticky note prank, I don't know if you guys have seen it, it's pretty popular. So my friend Caitlin helped me with that. I went over to her house, and I was originally gonna sticky note her room, because she wasn't supposed to be there. But then she ended up being there and the adults left, so I was like, alright, let's flip-flop this around and let's sticky note the parents' room. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. That was 2,000 sticky notes for the room. And I felt like for the car, I could actually get a little bit bigger than 2,000 sticky notes. My one friend, Karista, from school, she actually, I told her that I wanted to do this, and then she was like, that's funny, here's 7,000 sticky notes. And so she was like, here's 7,000 sticky notes. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. After that prank, which I did on my Aunt Betty Jean, because she is really cool, and she actually really liked the prank, and she actually gave me more sticky notes later on. I was originally planning to only have the 10,001. I wasn't going to go any higher because I was like, what on earth can I do this bigger than that? But then an idea sprouted in my mind. I was like, what if at some point, while my mom wasn't here, I covered my entire house with 100,000 sticky notes? I realized that I am never going to have a chance to do this because I would need like a solid week to get this prank done. And also my mom wouldn't be allowed to be, like, she wouldn't be allowed home until I was done, but I can't just send her away for a week. And literally the stars aligned. It was perfect timing. She was going to Ireland. So I went around to all my teachers in my entire school, and they gave me like 20,000 sticky notes in total. It was about a month away from the actual prank, and I only had 70,000 sticky notes. And I was like, how am I going to get 30,000 in 1 month? So then I went to literally everyone. I was just getting stickers from everywhere because everyone was like, just do it already. And it was perfect. I ended with like a teeny tiny bit over 100,000, which is nutty if I do say so myself. For all those people who ask how much it costs to do the sticky note thing, $0 for me. So on to the card prank, and not the sticky note one, the balloon one, which as of right now is the most viewed video on my entire YouTube channel. This was immediately after the original sticky note prank, which was already, like, that was the most popular on my channel. Then I posted this car one, and that automatically became the most viewed video. Like, boom, 100 views in like the first like 2 days, and then boom, another 100, boom, another, it's over 500 now, which is pretty good for me. Yeah, I actually did not expect this to blow up. Balloon joke. My mom was asleep, and I went to my grandmother's house, who lives right next door to me, and she just helped me blow up and tie 142 balloons. So the next prank I'm going to talk about is the bear prank. If you remember, I was in a giant bear costume thing, which wasn't even a costume, it was just a really large stuffed bear, which I still have, of course. I'm never going to get rid of that, ever. He's up in the spare bedroom in my house because he's way too big to fit in my bedroom or like any other room. So he's just kind of hanging out there. Don't worry, I go visit him pretty often. But the way I did this one is actually pretty crazy. My mom, it was Mother's Day weekend coming up, and my mom was going away for the weekend with Craig, which is her boyfriend, who appears in quite a few of my videos. Right before they left, I went on Amazon and I ordered a giant stuffed bear because I was planning on doing this prank. On Saturday, it just happened to arrive after they left, which was perfect because I was able to get the whole thing set up, and my cousins, Cynthia and Vincent, were staying over. So if you remember, Vincent helped me fill up the entire thing with stuffing, but we didn't use all the stuffing yet because I had to get inside of it. And my mom came home from that, and the camera was set up. The camera was set up like right in the other living room, so you could see all this. And everyone was sitting in the living room really awkwardly, like kind of staring at my mom as she entered. Then she saw the bear, and there was a note. Now, I literally had like less than a minute before my mom walked in while I was like sitting there not all the way in the like, I'm gonna call it a costume, not all the way in the costume yet. So I just had to like quickly like just shove my head in there, and that's when it ripped a little bit. But again, my grandmother set it back up because she's really cool. On to the next prank, which is the lifeguard one. This is kind of a prank, I'd say, because I pretended to be a lifeguard and ran in slow motion at Ocean City. Slow motion city. Got him. I basically dressed head to toe like a lifeguard. Also, some of my ideas come from other YouTubers, like for instance, Mr. Beast, Vlog Creations, who's another really cool YouTuber. But some of them come from there. I always give them credit too. I always like to give credit, because if I came up with an idea and someone else did it, I'd like credit. But whatever, not important. Not important. So wow, I just realized if I had $1 for every time I said the phrase "not important," then I'd have. Well, that's not important. On to another prank, because that one was pretty self-explanatory. I've actually done 2 of these. The dinosaur videos. Oh my goodness, I love the dinosaur videos. They are so fun to make. Basically, I just walk around in this dinosaur costume I got for Christmas. Not in 2019, but in 2018. And people film me, and I just do dumb stuff. And my cousin Sam walked around in it, and the original dinosaur video, and that was super duper epic. So I was like, just walk into the store, and then walk out, but make sure that they see you. And he was like, okay, so he walked in, but he just stayed in there, and he just mingled with everyone. And so I was like, that's really funny, I'll do that too. So then I did it, and it turned out so amazing, and it was so fun to make. That is probably my favorite video that I like in filming it. The other one I did was with my friend Aiden, and my cousin Owen came in to help me a little bit later. We are going on to the last prank I'm going to talk about today, which is, I think it's the last one that I did on my channel so far. Kinda, I don't know, I mean, choose for yourself, alright? I don't know. But basically, this one, I saved this one for last because it is probably, it is definitely the most intense prank I've ever done. This one, again, is with my cousin Sam. I told him that I needed a YouTube video. So he was like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, how about we do Ding Dong Ditch? Because I was trying to think of something, fun and creative and stuff. Fun and creative and original, like Ding Dong Ditch. So then he was like, well, I actually have a ghillie suit. So what if we just wear that while we do it? And I was like, big brain. I did film the first few houses, but they didn't answer, so I just didn't leave them in the video. But basically knocked on doors, and then he just kind of hid, and nothing in here. Oh. So he would just like hide at the hide in people's yards just by like lying down. Sometimes we'd like purposely make it like obvious that he was lying there, like he'd just lie down in the middle. Then this lady came out. She was like, I'm calling the police! Well, actually, the husband said that she was calling the police. Or that he was calling the police. Someone was calling the police. And so Sam tried to apologize, which you can hear on the video. Sam is also kind of into YouTube. He doesn't really make YouTube videos. He made like 2 or 3, but he's not really into making them. He helps, like some other YouTubers film, which is... What's that thing?
It's a cookie.
What kind of cookie is that?
Chocolate.
He walked over to the camera, and you can hear him say, guys, we gotta go. And as he's saying that, the lady is like behind him is screaming, well, don't you walk away from me, where are you going? And then he grabs the camera, and it just pans to us running. We're just zooming down the road. And then, so this is kind of hard to make out in that video, but basically the lady pulled up in her car, and she like basically chased us down, and she caught up to us, and then she said she was going to follow us back to Sam's house. And she did not even see the camera that I was holding. I was holding my iPad down to my side so that like I was able to look. I had the camera flipped so you could see her face to make sure that it was actually filming her. And she didn't even see that, which turned out so perfectly. And yeah, so Sam and I led her to this like cul-de-sac that Sam doesn't even live in. She was like, which one is your house? And then Sam was like, this one. And I didn't get this part in the video, which I really wish I did. That would have been so crazy. But Sam was like, that one. And she was like, oh yeah, is it? Really? And Sam was like, yeah. And then she was like, alright, then walk into that house. Don't even knock or anything. Just walk into the house if that one's actually your house. So I know it's yours. Sam was like, alright. And then I turned to Sam and I was like, Sam, what are you doing? And he was like, dude, don't worry. I got a plan. Just do what I do and follow my lead. And I was like, alright. So I followed Sam. We walk up to the door of the house. And then we just dash through the woods. And obviously she can't chase us through the woods in her car. So Sam and I run through the woods, and she like quickly drives away and tries to find where we are, like following the roads. But we end up somehow in Sam's backyard. The lady pulled up in front of Sam's house, so Sam was kind of in a cul-de-sac, but like a few houses down from it. So she pulled around and just stopped at the cul-de-sac and looked around at all the houses to see if she could see anything. But she couldn't, so she left. And then, believe it or not, if you've seen the video, you know that this happened. If not, then you should totally go watch that too. But the actual police came and they went to the cul-de-sac. They were knocking on doors being like, hey, are you, like, do you have a kid named whatever, like named Sam, and whatever, alright? Like, do you have this? Do you know that? And then everyone was answering no. So it was like, no, 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 no. It got all around the cul-de-sac. Went to Sam's neighbor's house. No. And at this point, Greg, well, like, my Uncle Greg, who is Sam's dad, he comes into the house and he screams, Sam, what did you do? I was kind of freaking out at that point because the police were literally at Sam's neighbor's house. They were approaching Sam's house, but then they went back in the police car and they drove off right after Sam's neighbor's house. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was so spooky. Like, oh, that was crazy. And so I don't even know what kind of luck we had there, but that was pretty insane. That's basically how I do my pranks and how my friends are basically the building blocks of how I'm able to do it. I wouldn't be able to do it without them, and I wouldn't be able to do it without all the people that help me and all the people that support me, especially all of you guys who are out there subscribed to me. And if you're not subscribed, totally subscribe and hit that bell down below. Leave a comment saying what your favorite animal is or something. I don't know, just do it. I don't know. Make sure to join my Discord. The link is always in the description. We just do fun stuff, and there's also a section on there for you to roast me. So if you think I'm a weirdo, then tell me. Do not in the comment section. I'll be marked as spam. So anyway, that just about wraps up this video. Oh, one more thing. Like this video. And watch the sticky note house video. That needs to be crazy and huge. Anyway, so yeah, watch the sticky note house video. And that's it. So thank you so much for watching. And that's it. So, I'll see you when I see ya. See ya. That is a wrap.